with some extra bullshittery at the end that made the unsuccessful day even worse. So, let's drive home, lick our wounds, and live to fish another day. All right. So getting the boat back on the trailer was a freaking pain in the ass. Um, there's some issues with the boat ramp that need to be addressed. The boat ramp, come to find out, has a giant hole in the left side when you're backing the trailer in. Left side trailer drops down into this hole to where it's like underwater, but the right side of the trailer is not even near in the water enough so that you can get the boat on. Oh, the loop, my battery on my phone died. So what a shit show of a day. My favorite rod and reel, gone forever in the bottom of the lake. Gone, gone, gone. And the plug for the boat is gone, gone, gone. I have another one. I just gotta basically remove one and replace it with the new one I have. That's just one more nightmare. But we didn't catch shit for fish today either. The anchor that I have works really well though. I was really surprised with that. One last anchor in the boat, and it's an old grappling anchor, but it worked really well. The way it's set up, it doesn't snag up into anything. It just kind of, when you pull it, it folds itself back up and gets rid of all the snags in there. So, a shitty end of the day. Shitty end of a day. The boat plug fell out trying to get the boat on the trailer. The plug is like MIA. And it's a thread-in plug. So it's not like the regular ones where you just push it in and cork lock it and good to go. It screws in. So now I got to replace the plug that I had in the boat with, I think when I originally bought the boat and I noticed that the plug was missing, I bought two, not knowing what size. So extra. Justin, we didn't get shit. There was one other boat on the lake today. And they're a local. He lives right here. And he didn't get shit either. So. But the boat ran fine. For being sitting for as long as it was, it ran good. But I lost a rod in the bottom of the lake and the plugs somewhere in the bottom of the lake. So I know the plug's by the boat ramp somewhere. I just don't know where. But whatever, it is what it is. Another plug. So that's not going to be a huge issue. The issue is going to be I lost my best rod. So if anybody wants to donate to a new rod fund, yeah, that sucked. That I butterfingered that rod right out of my hands. I went to cast, and for some reason, when I went to cast, I just let go. I cast and I just let go. I don't know when, why, how that happened. I've never done that before. I've seen it happen to guys. I've seen their rod fly farther than their freaking lure when they cast their shit, but all of a sudden, just my favorite rod, right down in the bottom of the lake. And I tried for a good like 35 minutes to snag it out of there, and I just couldn't get it. So, oh well, what do you do now, you know? you hope and pray that Santa Claus brings you another one. So we're gonna drive home, lick our wounds. I gotta get the plug swapped out on the boat. I have a new plug and a new plug insert. So, you know, it's just a matter of swapping it out. So we'll be good there. But yeah, I got some sun, but it was a beautiful day out here. Absolutely beautiful. Wind was dead calm, like dead calm. Today would have been like the perfectest ever for Mrs. SoCal to be on the boat. The boat did not move at all. So, but it's all good. It's all good. She doesn't like the boat, and I'm not going to force her into it. But, you know. Yeah, the water was smooth as freaking glass. So, which was awesome. Because the last, like, 26 days, it's been rough and choppy and crazy and shitty. Like too much wind to even get the boat on the lake. And then while I was loading the boat up on the trailer, my phone died because I was having issues getting the boat squared up on the trailer. There is, and I found out the hard way, a gigantic hole on the left side of the boat dock. When you're backing the boat, you know, the trailer in on the left side of the trailer falls into a big ass hole. So when you go to put the boat on, the right side of the trailer is up to where the boat almost doesn't want to go onto the trailer because it's like almost out of the water. But the left is way deep underwater. I mean deep, like a foot. It drops that whole side like a foot and a half, almost 2 feet. So getting the boat on the trailer, I couldn't get it to square up onto the trailer and sit right. I ended up having to, the other guy, his name's Mark, that was fishing there. He lives right here in the little town. He actually came up to get his boat out of the water, and thank God he did, because I have a little extension pole thing that I use for, like, if I'm anchored up or drifting or whatever, I can use that extension pole to kind of push me off of like a rock or whatever. And Mark was able to come up and push my boat with that extension pole as I pulled the trailer out of the water so that the boat would actually settle onto the trailer properly. I tried like 10 or 12 times to do it by myself, and there's no way I would have been able to get it because of that hole. So it was a total shit show getting the boat back on the trailer. But I talked to the girl that works the office there, and I told her, I said, hey, you know, you guys get planning on fixing that? And she goes, what do you mean? And I told her about it, and she's like, oh, we didn't even know about it. They're going to go out there and they're going to do what they can to fix that hole so that, you know, you can launch and load your boat without having massive issues. So, hey, Rio, welcome in. So, guys, we got the boat out today. Starlink stream live on the boat. Unfortunately, the bass did not want to come out and play. There was 2 other people fishing the lake. Mark and his buddy Bob, who live right here in the village, and a couple of kids on a rental boat. I talked to all 3 of them, and none of them even got a single bite. So that makes me feel a little bit better. I knew this lake was going to be brutal. This lake will either make you or break you. And if you're not prepared for it, this lake will absolutely crush your soul. You're either going to have days where you catch absolutely nothing and you lose a bunch of gear to the snags and the rocks and the brush piles, or you're going to do really well. You're going to catch a whole bunch of fish. and you could end up catching the fish of your lifetime. So, hey, Oceanside, North County boy, live bait. My ass would have been, there's a fucking deer right there. Son of a bitch, there's deer right off the side of the road, and deer season's over. Damn it. Yeah, live bait will get you a lifetime ban from that lake. So, can't do it. There's other lakes out here that you can use live bait, just not this one. So, I don't know. I'm tempted to sneak in some crawdads, but I don't know if it's worth it or not. I mean, if they allowed live bait, I would have ran down and got myself some crawdads this morning, because crawdads would absolutely just kill it. So I'm not going to talk about where we're at because I keep this lake extremely private. But we're somewhere near San Diego, somewhere near it. But until I catch the record bass, cat, crappie, and carp out of there, I'm not naming the lake. Yeah, the live bait thing to me is stupid. You should be able to use crawfish and, shiners at least. I can understand not using like trout for bait, but I would absolutely, man, if it was legal, I would straight up fucking shoulder hook a trout and throw his ass out there for, one of Dottie's little kids, but it ain't legal. Ain't legal. So I ain't gonna do it. Hell, we can't even use bluegill in California for bait. So now I gotta go figure out what I'm gonna do to replace my bass rod, because my all-time favorite bass rod and reel are in the bottom of the lake. Look at this fucking asshole passing me on a double yellow. You get the finger for that, dude. What fucking dickhead. I'm doing the speed limit. Jerk wagon. Hey, Strawberry. Welcome back. Or welcome in. So, guys, what a day. My feet are soaking wet. I had to get my feet wet to get the boat on the trailer and all that bullshit. It was a nightmare, but we got out. We got the boat out. We've been trying to get the boat out for goddamn, seems like all year. Well, this is the first time we've been out this year, but shit, what was it? September, when we had all those issues, and haven't had the boat out since then. So, all right, it's hard for me to read like chat while I'm driving. So what's up, everybody? Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. Oh, look, this dickhead that went around me beat me to the stop sign. Idiot. Man, what a fucking bummer losing that rod. That's money just thrown away right there. Oh well. Oh well. One of these days we'll replace that rod. I didn't really want to have to replace that rod. I like that rod. But it is what it is. She gone. My favorite rod and my favorite reel. Hey, reel coming in hot with the 10. Appreciate you, brother. I got to, you know, the shitty thing is that rod's hard to find too, in that size and weight. It's a medium heavy Berkley Lightning rod, but they're really, really, really hard to find that medium heavy. I can find the medium light all day long, but the medium heavy, it seems like nobody's carrying it right now. And I love the way that rod feels. It's perfect balance, perfect weight. You know, it fits. And it's ripped in some big fish. So I'll have to track down one on the interwebs, I guess. But we'll see how it goes. I got other rods, but you guys know how it goes. You know, you always have that one rod that's like part of the family, you know? It's like my go-to. And it had all brand new braid on it. Yeah, that's what happened to mine. I freaking cast, and somehow, some way, like the bail shut like mid cast, and the rod just flew away. Right, the 90s models lightning rods were so badass. The old silver and gray ones, or silver and black. I'd love to be able to find another one of those. And they came like the combo that you would buy with it had like the cardinal reel, which wasn't that great, but for like, they were like $60 for the combo back then. And you guys see these idiots like almost killing each other on the road? Yeah, they're hard as fuck to find. That's why I'm so upset I lost that one. I'll find one though. I'll dig and dig and dig, and I'll go to like dirty places on the internet if I have to find one. Because that just like, that hurt my soul. Absolutely hurt my soul. But it is what it is. What do, you know? Hopefully Mrs. SoCal wants to get out and go fish tomorrow. Not taking the boat. I got to replace the plug before I take the boat, but the 500, yeah, Abu. I think it was Abu Garcia that made the cardinal reel, wasn't it? Walmart used to sell those lightning rods. They don't carry them anymore. Every time I go, I look. The ones they do have are like the 6.6 medium light. And the only 7-foot heavy, medium heavy that I found are all broken. Like they've all been broken at like, not just the tip, but like 2 eyes down. I think Walmart does that on purpose. The new ones suck ass. The new Cardinal. I'm a big fan of the for a cheaper reel. I'm a huge fan of that Daiwa Crossfire for a cheaper spinning reel. Man, that thing was like, I think every time I go to that lake, from now on, I'm taking a big old snagging hook with me and trying to get that rod and reel back. I know about where it's at, so it's just a matter of like snagging it just right, you know? I ran out of time today. Like, we were supposed to be off the water by 4, and it was like 4:40 by the time I actually got the boat squared away on the trailer. But they should be fixing that problem, so that'll make things easier if they do. Man, there's been people pulled over all over this road lately. Oh, man. What a freaking day. I'm thinking Mrs. SoCal wants to go do something tomorrow. Tomorrow's like her second Saturday because she works, 4 10-hour days. Well, 3 12s and a 4 now. Hey, somebody coming in hot with the, is that real? Coming in hot with the 100s. Oh, my chat froze, you guys. Hell yeah, Real's coming in hot with the 100s, you guys. Shout out to Real. Northern, welcome in. Northern, where you been all day? You missed the first Starlink live from the boat. If you go in and watch the live from today, when we were out fishing, at about the 250-ish minute mark in the live, you'll see the fucking catastrophe of the day happened. So Northern, my favorite rod and reel, now lives at the bottom of the lake. You didn't get a notification? Oh, that sucks. I sent out a community post when I was heading down. Hey, Reel coming in with the GGs. Coming in hot. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, rod and reel down. My favorite bass rod that has the best juju of all my rods is gone. I've caught more fish. Reel dropping the memberships. Who got them? I can't see who got them. Hell yeah, appreciate that, Reel. Let's see, who got those? Let me see. We got Rapper. We got, oh, Paul got one. Whoop. Hey, Fun Fishing got one. Betty Jean. And Good Saltwater. Hell yeah, guys. Appreciate you, Reel. That's awesome. Hooking people up. Dude, I'm doing 70. And these people are fucking flying by me. Fallen Reaper, yeah, that's awesome. That's badass. Real coming in hot today, guys. Showing love to the channel. Absolutely appreciate you. You guys, if you don't subscribe to Real, go hit up his channel. If you don't know how to find him, he can drop his link by dropping tuna. Roy V got a membership. Oh, there's no dot. It's just the word tuna. I made that one so you don't have to do the dot, because a lot of times when you put period and then like whatever the command, your keyboard automatically wants to put a space. There you go, guys. There's Real's link. Go check him out. Showing some absolute love to the channel. Oh, they turned the windmills off. They were blowing good when I went through this morning. Oh, but there's Northern's link. Damn, Real coming in hot with the gift memberships. Junior Buds, hell yeah. Junior got that one. That's awesome. I guess there's a setting that you got to set so you can actually get, like, receive the gifted memberships. I've never figured out how to make it work. I've never been able to receive one on any channel. If we do fish tomorrow, it will not be on the boat. We had a little incident with the boat today. So pulling the boat out of the water, somehow, some way, my plug got lost. I have a screw-in plug, and on the end of the plug, it's got like 2 feet that once you push it in and screw it in, those feet expand so that it doesn't back out of the hole. You can unscrew it and let it sit. And somehow, some way, I don't know if one of the feet broke or what happened, but damn, Real coming in hot with the memberships, guys. Who got that one? Chris, somebody. I can't see it while I'm driving. Can't read the whole thing while I'm driving. But yeah, so the plug itself came out, and it's like I said, it's a thread-in plug. It's not the regular like cork bottle top plug that you flip the lever and it expands. You actually screw the plug in. So with it falling out like that, I got to replace the entire housing and everything, which is fine. I have one. I have another housing. It's just a matter of now I got to go through all the, removing the housing that's there now, redo the plug, put the new housing in, put the marine goop sealant in there, and hey, backyard, welcome in. It's going. Lost the plug and a rod for the boat today. So my best favorite freaking bass rod that's caught me the most and the biggest bass lately is gone. Living its fucking best life at the bottom of the lake with my last half-ounce black blue jig sitting on it. That was my favorite rod and reel too. But it's all good. I'll eventually get a new one. But tomorrow I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It depends on what Mrs. SoCal wants to do tomorrow. She wants to get out and do something. So we'll get out and do something tomorrow. We'll probably fish, who knows. But Wednesday, I guess, or no, what, Tuesday, I'll replace that plug. The sealant has to cure for like 24 to 48 hours. So we're down and out until at least Thursday, Friday with the boat. So, but it is what it is. Is what it is. We got out and fished today. We had fun. Northern missed it because he didn't set the notification bell or something the right way. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. No, YouTube's not giving notifications to everybody lately. So I've been trying to do a community post before I go live to kind of let everybody know to keep an eye on the community lives or the post so that everybody knows. Damn, Northern's coming in, or Reel's coming in hot with the gift memberships, you guys. That one got to Carrie Sue, it looks like. It's hard to see while I'm driving. Good. He's trying to get it to go to Northern. Reel's coming in freaking hot, man. Appreciate you, brother. Really do. Damn, and then Reel dropping the hundreds. Hell yeah. That is showing love to the channel, you guys. Damn, another one, Reel. Jesus. Subby got that one. Reel's on fire, you guys. Hell yeah. Shit, at this rate, we're going to break the freaking record for memberships in a day on the channel. I was trying to break the record today for bass and catfish, but the bass and the catfish broke my spirit instead. But then again, nobody caught shit today on that lake. So I figure the water's 48 degrees. The lake's down like 30 some odd feet. So I knew it was going to be a shit show of a day for the bass. I didn't know it was going to be that brutal. I mean, that lake will humble you. That lake will either make you or break you. You're going to have days on that lake, just like today, where you're going to get that lake skunk, no matter what you throw out there. I think we could have thrown live bait and not caught anything today. And then there's going to be days where you'll limit out. You know, you'll get 5, 10, 15 bass, all in the average like 1 to 3 pounds. But every single time you drop a lure in that water, you have a chance of a 15 plus pound bass. The lake record's 19.3. My record out of there is 16.86. So my goal is to break that lake record. And the rod and reel that I was really hoping to do it on now lives in the bottom of the lake. As soon as I can get the boat back out there, I'm going to get back out there and spend a couple hours fishing for that rod and reel. eBay. Okay, is that the 7 foot medium heavy? That's not bad, 40 bucks. Is it the carbon fiber one looking one or the old school? The old school one. Oh shit, okay, even better. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love those old late 90s model. That's the like silver and black, right? Yep. That was one of my favorite Berkley rods ever. People overlook Berkley on their rods and reels. Their baits fucking fly off the shelves. But people overlook their rods, man. Their rods are solid. Like Berkley, if you're listening, sponsor me. Rivers and Recurves with a membership. Damn, reel is on fire. Rivers and Recurves is Alan, formerly of the Pain Train. They're a big archery hunting channel. Reel's trying to get Northern hooked up with it. One of these days, Northern will catch it. Seems like Northern has the luck like I do. There could be 7 subscribers to a channel, and somebody drops 6 memberships, and I won't get one. All right, let's see what gas price is at today here. Damn, Reel's coming in hot with the hundreds again. Reel's on fire, you guys. We need more people like him out there. All right, gas, $5.79, $5.89, $5.99. That is the cash price. If you use a credit card of any sort, it's 20 cents more a gallon. Diesel is $6. Damn, Reel came in on fire with the hundreds and the memberships, and he is a real mofo for sure. Hell yeah. Dude, you guys don't know how awesome it feels to have people like Reel and Northern and Dog Tags and damn, and Reel just hooked himself up with a membership. But all you regulars in here that are here every time I'm live, that support the channel, man, I cannot thank you guys enough. It's because of you guys that the channel is actually successful. Without you guys, this channel would be non-existent. So thank you to all the members, all the subscribers, everybody that's here on a regular basis. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are the reason I'm doing the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. The 1,500's not going to be as big as the 1,000 was, because 15's like a weird, like, oddball spot. But it's just my way of, like, giving back a little bit to say thank you to everybody, you know? And the 1,500 subscriber giveaway is going to have, and thanks to Reel, there's like 8 or 10 people now that have had their names added to the prize pool. There will be some members only prize packs in that giveaway. So, and I can already tell you that the stuff I got set aside for members only, bad fucking ass. Absolutely badass. So we're gonna do that soon. We last I looked, we were like 40 or 50 people away from the 1,500. I don't know the numbers as of today, but we'll see how many subscribers we ended up with today. Hopefully enough to put us up to the number for the giveaway. But then we're going to hold off on giveaways after this until the 5,000 mark. And I know a lot of people do like 2,500 and 3,000 and all that. I want to hold off until the 5,000 because I've already started collecting some prizes with that. Damn, Real coming in hot again with the freaking 5. Let's see. I'm 20 away. I can't read the super chat, damn it. It's bouncing around too much. Hold on, let me pull over. I'm gonna actually pull over, you guys, to read that super chat because all the super chats demand that kind of respect. All right, like and sub to SoCal. He's a real angler, hunter, keeps it real every time he streams. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, brother. All the super chats are worth pulling over to read, man. 100%. 100%. I feel like it'd be an asshole move not to. But yeah, guys, we're gonna and like I keep saying, all of the damn, another 5 memberships. Who's got them? Oh, they scrolled by too fast. Let's see. Scooter fishing. Whoops. Adventure awaits. James Jones. Jamie. And looks like S Cool. Dude, you guys real's fucking coming in hot today. Greatly appreciate you, brother. But yeah, what I was saying, the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, I've already started putting stuff aside for that. And all of the memberships, the super chats, the gifts, all of that goes right back into the channel in the form of, collecting prizes for the giveaways. So greatly, not only is it greatly appreciated, but it just makes those giveaways even better. Some of the prizes we're able to put in because of you guys are just badass. I will tell you that there is going to be in the next giveaway at least one badass reel. At least one. There will be some other stuff in there as well, but there's going to be at least one badass reel that we've already got sitting there waiting to go. And then for the 5,000 subscribers, we're going to do a massive, we're going to make YouTube like fall apart with the amount of, holy shit, the resort's a fucking zoo tonight. We're going to break YouTube with the 5,000. Let me see, it's only 5:30, so it doesn't sound like they got music going yet. Not yet. This resort got in massive trouble by the county. They lost their licensing for music because they're putting on concerts in a residential neighborhood, and they had a whole shitload of noise complaints. And there's a kid that lives right behind the resort, and the houses here. Like you can see, we just passed the resort, and these are all houses right here. But the kid that lives in one of the houses back here has some 1448. Okay, has some mental issues. He's I don't remember if it was Down syndrome or autism or what it is that he has, but he lives in one of these houses right here, right in this area. And the noise from the resort when they do their concerts freaks the kid out so bad that they got to leave. The family's got to pack up their kid and get the hell, leave their house because it's so detrimental to his, the kid. So the county suspended way back, I guess like way back in April, I was looking it up. The county suspended their entertainment license, which means that by law, they're not allowed to have the concerts and all that shit anymore. So they kept doing it, and the county came in hot with cease and desist order. Told them the next time they're taking all their equipment. And if they keep it up, they lose their business license as well. No, headphones, dude, imagine sitting, 8th row at a concert and trying to block it out with headphones. I mean, it's literally like the backyard of your house and then a little dirt alleyway and then the stage for the concert venue. Like, there's no getting away from it. I live as far as possible away in our little town from the resort. And when they're doing shit out, like their concerts and shit, I cannot do a live stream from my house. Otherwise, I get copyrighted for the music because it's so fucking loud. And we're like 3 blocks away. All right, let's see if we can get the boat in here without fucking breaking anything. All right. Ooh, there's that hole. All right, I'll put her right there for tomorrow when I can see. It's light out and I can see what I'm doing. I'll park it, drop it off drop the boat off of the truck, and then get her all situated. For tonight, she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Actually, I am going to pull it up a little bit just so that my security cameras are on it. All right, there we go. Damn, Reel coming in with the hundreds again. Dude, Reel's like the super fan. I fucking love it. All right, my truck's out of the road. The boat's where the security cameras are on it. We're good. Holy crap. All right. Well, that was a long day for being a short day. I didn't get out on the water till like 10:30. When I got to the lake, there was like 10 people in line waiting for stupid shit for the campground. And I asked, there was only one dude there working. And they got to do a boat inspection every time. Right? Cali Connection, Texas. Or Cali, Texas Connection. Oh, yeah. God, if Texas wasn't so hot and humid, and I would be there. I would be moving out there. But too many goddamn people from here went there. So I'm trying to go where nobody from here is at. But anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of people doing stupid shit for the campground, trying to sign in, whatever. And I asked the dude at the desk, I'm like, hey, is there anybody else here but you? He's like, well, they're all doing something. And I was like, oh, I was hoping they could just do the inspection on the boat while I was waiting, because they got to inspect your boat before you drop it in the water. There can't be any water on it. You can't have any live bait. You can't, it's got to be like bone dry. So, George, the lake manager, heard me, and Georgia knows me. And And he came out and he was like, "Oh, you're back." He's like, "I haven't seen you launch your boat in forever." So George went out and did the inspection real quick. And, George doesn't even do the inspection really for me because he knows. That's pretty much the only lake I launch my boat in right now. So George just kind of looked at it. He's like, "Yep, same boat. Everything's good." And didn't even make me fill out the paperwork or anything. So, which was kind of nice, but, that saves like 3 minutes. So we ended up getting in the water about a little after 10:30. Then you got to be off the water by 4. So, and then all the issues with the boat ramp and all that shit. You want to move back to Chula Vista? Man, Chula Vista's gotten big. It's got big lately. They're growing. They're all the way out to like Proctor Valley. Like H Street, man, H Street in Chula Vista. You go east on H Street and it's just nothing but freaking housing tracts and shopping malls, and it's gnarly. It's gnarly. It used to be you go off H Street and you got like a half a mile and it was nothingness. Now it's like H Street's like 10, 12 miles. Hell, it's all the way back to Otay Lakes. Just housing tracts and shopping malls and fucking crazy chaos out there. So, anyway, guys, I just pulled up to the house. I think I'll give it a couple of minutes here before I go in. I'll have one more smoke real quick before I go in the house, and I gotta go dry my feet off. My feet are soaking wet from the boat ramp. They really need to fix that ramp, man. They really do. It's just not feasible to launch your boat there. The price of the boat ramp or the boat launch now is ridiculous. But if I'm gonna be paying $15 to launch my boat, I want a freaking nice boat ramp. I don't want this big old piece of shit where there's a 3-foot hole on one side of the boat ramp. So when you back the trailer in, one side of the freaking trailer drops down a few feet. Damn, Reel coming in and getting hot with the freaking, with the super chats. Appreciate you, Reel. Having your last smoke too? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, but like I said a couple of times, the one side of the boat ramp has a big hole. So when you back the trailer in, the boat drops into that hole, or the trailer drops into that hole. And, there's a fucking hole in there. Well, your boat only floats halfway off the trailer and the other side's stuck. And then getting it back on the trailer is a bitch because, the wind in the afternoon there at that lake, the afternoon wind comes up and wants to blow the boat off of the trailer. So it wouldn't be so bad without that hole. But with that hole there, the boat doesn't want to go back onto the trailer straight or properly. So it's a bitch. The only reason I was able to get the boat properly on the trailer today was because Mark, the other guy he lives right up the street from the lake, like a quarter mile from the lake, he came in to trailer his boat, and I have that, you guys might have saw it earlier, I have this little extension pole that I use in the boat to like push myself off rocks or whatever, but he was able to push the boat, off to the right side of the trailer as I was pulling the truck out with the trailer and the boat finally squared up on the trailer by doing that. So I told actually, you guys might have seen me dicking around with that when I was trying to load the boat up, but I told the office staff, I'm like, you guys got to do something about this because it took me 40 minutes to get my boat on the trailer because of that hole. So, and they didn't even know it was there. Like, nobody tells them shit. You know, people pay their $15 launch fee, their $13 fishing fee, and their $10 parking fee, go launch their boat, and that's the last they see of them. They don't stop at the office on the way out to tell them what's going on. So I figure if you're paying $38 to launch your boat and fish that lake, the boat ramp should at least work. Should work properly, you know? I shouldn't have to fight my boat to get it on the trailer because your lack of maintenance, especially when it's, you know, that much freaking money that you're collecting per person. Yeah, that's kind of what I have. It's like, it's not really a painter's pole. This one's actually made as a little extension pole for the boat. So it's got, you know, a rubber boot on both sides so it doesn't mess anything up. But, you know, it works. It does its thing. It's only like 7 feet long, but it does exactly what I need to do today, and does what I need it to do when I'm out there on just a drift. So, because I will just drift that lake at times. When the winds are right and everything's right, I'll just do a slow drift with like a dead stick catfish bait or a dead stick drop shot and catch some decent fish that way. So I use that little extension pole to keep me off of the rocks when I'm on that drift. So, but it is what it is. 8 feet, yeah, that's all you need. You know, just enough to be able to push you off like an obstacle. Or in today's case, push the boat on the trailer while I pull the truck and the trailer out so the boat squares up on the trailer. So I was getting frustrated with it, man. I was mad. Because, like, the other, even if I move over, you know, I tried moving over like 6 feet to the freaking left of the courtesy dock, and over there, the way the road is, it's just a horseshoe, so you can't get the truck into the freaking thing, into the can't get the trailer into the water far enough because of the way the freaking road sits. So hey, MVP, welcome in. We're just about to bail out of here. I'm finishing up my last smoke before I go in the house. We had a no fish at all today. We actually lost a rod and reel and lost the plug for the boat. So, shitty day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the wakes will fuck you up. Even if you're on anchor, the wakes will move. The freaking boat wake will freaking blow you off anchor and right into the rocks. I've seen that so many times. Oh, you froze 10 minutes in? That sucks. I've been running the live streams on the Starlink lately. And I'll tell you what, it's doing freaking great. I don't have any issues with anything freezing up or hey, look at that. Real drops another freaking membership straight to freaking MVP. That's awesome. MVP just shows up and gets a freaking membership from Real. That's badass. Real freaking killing it today with the memberships. But yeah, I've seen in Real, you'll know this area. The jetty between South Mission and Ocean Beach. I can't tell you how many guys I've watched like drifting that jetty, and somebody comes hauling ass out through the channel and creates a wake and puts them right into the rocks. Happens so many freaking times right there. But that channel, man, that channel is loaded full of halibut. Loaded. When we had the ocean boat, we used to, coming back in the channel, we'd kill it and just drift the entire length of the channel on the South Mission side. And we'd end up with, 2-3 halibut to end the day with. Oh, yeah, 5 below with wind chills. Screw that. Water was free. The water's freezing at the home lake. It's 48 degrees. So, yeah, that's gnarly. That's like not even humane. It should be illegal. All right, guys. I'm about done with my smoke. I just set off the panic alarm on the truck because of the stupid key fob that likes to hit the panic alarm every time you move your key. But I'm going to average of 57 there. Yeah, well, Rio, the waters here, usually the lakes stay pretty warm. They stay in the upper 50s in the winter. Up to, we've had lakes up, high 80s in the summer. So to have it 48 today, that was a little something. I wasn't expecting it to be that cold. I figured to be in the 50s. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. They're not pushing shorts. They're not pushing the live streams. They're not pushing shit lately for us small guys. You got to have like 100 million subscribers for them to push your content lately, it seems like. Like Northern's been super excited for months for the first Starlink live from the boat. And he never got a notification for it. So, kind of sucks. He missed out on what he's been waiting for that for a long time, and he missed out because they didn't send out a notification. So, whatever. It is what it is. It's just stupid how they do that. You'd think they'd want to promote the small guys more and more and more. Unsub and resub. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that. I've done that on a few, and I still didn't get notifications. Hey, Chaos Goat, welcome in. Even your friends aren't. Yeah, it's like, it's stupid. Like, that's why I've been trying to do a community post before I leave for the lake. I did one this morning. And I don't know if it pushed it out or not, but I'm at least trying to give everybody a heads up on the community posts, just so that if it doesn't push out the notifications. So at least, some people won't know. But that's where, you guys, when you guys see a live stream, whether it's me or MVP or Chaos or Real or anybody, man, share that live out so people know they're live. Otherwise, Real coming back in hot with the hundreds. A lot of times the only way people know that you're live is when it's shared out. So yeah, every trick in the book, and it still doesn't want to freaking push out the content, which sucks. So, but I will have a great short out of today's live. Absolutely great short. I straight up butterfingered my favorite rod and reel, which now lives at the bottom of the lake. So I'll go through once the live renders, and I can actually go through it and screen record it. I will be dropping that short. Damn, Real coming in hot again with the hundreds and the freaking gift memberships. PHQ got it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Real's like signing a whole bunch of people up for the freaking membership portion of the next giveaway. Trying to get up to 2K on the sub count. Oh, trying to get you up to 2K. Yeah, hopefully I'll get there quick. Hey, that was Real. Just dropped a membership for you. So huge shout out to Real for the membership. You're at 129. Man, you'll get there. It takes time. It's all just putting out content, you know. Shorts, freaking long forms, lives. You'll get more. It's weird because if your audience likes the long form, you'll get more shit off a long form than you will a short. But if your audience likes your lives, you'll get more off of your lives. It's really weird. Yeah, just drop content. Did you ever snag your rod and reel either? No, I did not. I never got it back out of the freaking lake. I have an idea. I know where it's at. I know where it's at, but well, the general area. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go get like a big ass treble hook and like a 10-ounce weight and just cast and drag until I can snag it and get it. But that was my absolute best. No, it's carbon fiber, so it's not magnetic. The reel might be. That's damn. MVP coming in hot with a huge idea. The rod's carbon fiber, but the reel. No, I think the reel's aluminum. Oh well. I'll snag it somehow, some way, someday. We'll see. And it's a hard rod to find. Reel actually found one on eBay. The old style, which is like, in my opinion, the better one. So I'm gonna have to check that out. But you know, rod and reel in the lake. That sucks. That really sucks. No, I know the lake staff really well here. Hey, Scooter, welcome in. I know the lake staff really well. So if I tell them I'm going out there and I'm trying to snag my freaking rod and reel, they're probably going to come out and with the lake boat, you know, the staff boat, which is a badass Boston whaler, and watch. So hopefully I'm pretty sure I got it down within about a 15-foot radius where it's at. So if I go out there with a snagging hook and, you know, some heavy weight, I'm hopefully can get it back. So, but in the meantime, I'm going to have to go buy another one, which sucks. Absolutely sucks, because I was planning on actually buying that same setup for the giveaway. I was going to give away my exact combo that well, not my exact one that I use, but, you know, the exact same rod and reel. Not my personal one, but I was going to buy the setup that I use and give that away as a combo in the giveaway. But now it looks like I just got to go buy one so I can actually get mine back. So the ugly stick, I got two ugly sticks in there. I use those for my beater rods. My ugly sticks are my absolute freaking beater rods. Definitely seems a small channel's pull only has enough to strength the push. Yeah, it's stupid. Like, You see some of these channels out there that their shorts absolutely kill it. Their long forms absolutely crush it. And then when they do a live, you see like 700-800 people in there. Whereas like some of us, like MVP and me and, you know, others, you know, look at Cindy. She's up over like, what, 30,000 subs? And she's been hard pressed lately to get like 50, 60 people in there. So it's just stupid. You would think, and you would think that the monetized channels would get pushed out even more, because YouTube gets their little cut as well. And you'd want to hear that, you know, hey, there's 30 channels that are monetized. We can get our cut from that. Let's, you know, push that out so we can get more of our cut. But I guess they don't. Yeah, there's trolls all over the place, but you know, the people that do feed into it, you know, it screws with them. Me, and you guys know the rule here with trolls, troll the shit out of the trolls. You know, troll them. Yeah, trolls come with the territory. My goal is to like make YouTube realize that they need to push the content more. So we also want to get some record size fish on the lives. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'll let you guys know in the morning where we're going and what we're doing, and we'll go from there. So thank you again for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed the lake. Real, definitely appreciate your brother coming in hot with the super chats and the thumbs ups and the 100s. That's absolutely awesome. Can't say thank you enough for that. Anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to eat breakfast because I haven't done that yet. And we'll be doing something in the morning. So we'll let you guys know in the morning. Look for the community post if you don't get the notification or whatever. I'll do a community post to let you guys know what's up. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.